The little lantern in the moonlit forest. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by gentle hills and a peaceful forest, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily loved the night. While most people in the village hurried to close their windows when the sun disappeared, Lily would sit beside her bedroom window and watch the moon rise slowly above the trees. She loved the silver light that covered the rooftops. She loved the soft sound of the wind moving through the leaves. And most of all, she loved the feeling that nighttime brought, a feeling that the whole world was finally slowing down. Every evening, before going to sleep, Lily's grandmother would tell her the same thing. Listen carefully to the night, little one. When everything becomes quiet, the world sometimes tells us its secrets. Lily never understood exactly what her grandmother meant. But one peaceful evening, something unusual happened. Lily was lying in bed when she noticed a tiny golden light shining between the trees outside her window. At first, she thought it was a star. But the light moved, slowly, gently, almost as if someone were carrying a little lantern through the forest. Lily sat up in bed. The golden light disappeared behind a tree. Then it appeared again. Lily smiled. She put on her warmest sweater, quietly opened the back door, and stepped outside. The night air was cool and soft against her face. Above her, the moon was bright and round, and thousands of tiny stars filled the sky. Lily followed the little golden light toward the forest. She walked slowly along the narrow path. The grass whispered beneath her feet. The trees swayed gently in the breeze. Somewhere far away, an owl called softly. Lily wasn't afraid. For some reason, the forest felt peaceful. After a few minutes, she reached a small clearing. And there, sitting beneath an old oak tree, was a tiny fox. The fox had beautiful silver fur and bright, gentle eyes. Beside him was a small golden lantern. Lily stopped. The fox looked at her. For a moment, neither of them moved. Then the fox stood up and walked toward her. He gently pushed the lantern forward with his nose. Lily looked at it. "Is this yours?" she whispered. The fox nodded. Lily couldn't explain how she knew he had nodded. But somehow, she understood. She picked up the lantern. It was warm, not hot, just warm enough to make her feel safe. The fox turned and began walking deeper into the forest. Lily followed. They walked beneath tall trees whose branches seemed to touch the stars. The farther they went, the quieter everything became. Eventually, they reached a beautiful little lake. The surface of the water was perfectly still. The moon reflected on it like a giant silver mirror. Lily sat beside the lake. The fox sat beside her. For a long time, they simply watched the moon. Lily felt something she had never felt before. She felt completely calm. No worries. No questions. No need to hurry. Just the quiet night, the soft wind, the silver moon, and the little golden lantern glowing beside her. After a while, Lily whispered, "Why did you bring me here?" The fox looked at the water. Then Lily noticed something strange. The reflection of the stars in the lake began to move. One by one, tiny lights floated across the water. They looked like little stars traveling over the surface. Lily watched in amazement. Then she heard a soft voice. "Every heart needs a quiet place." Lily looked around. There was no one there. The voice came again. "Sometimes we become tired because we carry too many thoughts. Lily looked at the fox. The fox simply watched her. Sometimes, the voice continued, we forget that it is okay to rest. Lily lowered her eyes. She thought about all the little things that had been worrying her. Things she couldn't change. Things she couldn't control. Things she had been thinking about again and again. For the first time, she realized something important. She didn't have to solve everything tonight. She could simply rest. She took a slow breath. Then another. The forest seemed to breathe with her. The trees moved gently. The lake remained still. The lantern glowed softly. Lily closed her eyes. She listened. She heard the wind. She heard the distant river. She heard the leaves dancing above her. And somewhere nearby, she heard the fox breathing quietly. Everything was peaceful. After a while, Lily opened her eyes. The little lights on the lake had disappeared. The fox stood up. It was time to go home. Lily followed him back through the forest. This time, the path seemed shorter. Soon, she could see the warm lights of her village between the trees. When they reached the edge of the forest, the fox stopped. Lily knelt beside him. Will I see you again? The fox looked into her eyes. Then he gently touched his nose to the lantern. The lantern became brighter. Lily smiled. She understood. The little lantern wasn't really a lantern. It was a reminder. A reminder that even in the darkest night, there is always a little light. Sometimes that light comes from someone who loves us. Sometimes it comes from a beautiful memory. Sometimes it comes from hope. And sometimes, it comes from inside our own hearts. Lily hugged the fox. Then she walked home. When she reached her bedroom, she placed the little lantern beside her bed. Her grandmother was waiting for her. She looked at Lily and smiled. You found your quiet place, she said. Lily's eyes grew wide. You knew. Her grandmother laughed softly. I knew you would find it one day. Lily climbed into bed. Her grandmother pulled the blanket gently over her shoulders. Grandma, Lily whispered, what happens when we sleep? Her grandmother smiled. Perhaps the world continues without us for a little while. The moon keeps shining, the trees keep moving, and the stars keep watching. But while you sleep, your heart gets to rest. Lily looked toward the window. The moon was still shining. The forest was quiet, and the little golden lantern beside her bed was glowing softly. Lily closed her eyes. She took a slow breath in, and slowly breathed out. She imagined herself walking beside the silver fox again. She imagined the peaceful lake. She imagined the moon reflected on the water. She imagined thousands of stars floating gently above her. With every breath, her body became heavier. Her hands relaxed. Her shoulders relaxed. Her thoughts became quieter. She no longer thought about tomorrow. She no longer worried about yesterday. There was only this moment. This peaceful moment. The soft blanket. The gentle moonlight. The quiet room. And the feeling that everything was going to be okay. Outside, the wind moved through the trees. The branches swayed slowly. The stars continued to shine. And deep inside the forest, beneath the old oak tree, the little silver fox curled up beside the place where his lantern had once rested. The night continued peacefully. The village slept. The river flowed softly. The moon traveled slowly across the sky. And Lily dreamed. In her dream, she was walking through a field covered with tiny white flowers. The flowers moved gently in the breeze. A warm golden light surrounded everything. The silver fox walked beside her. They didn't need to speak. They simply walked. Ahead of them was a small hill. They climbed to the top. From there, Lily could see the whole world beneath the moon. The village, the forest, the river, the mountains. Everything looked peaceful. The fox sat beside her. Lily looked up at the sky. One star seemed brighter than all the others. She watched it for a long time. Then she heard the gentle voice again. "You are safe." Lily smiled. "You are loved." She closed her eyes. "You can rest." A peaceful warmth filled her heart. And she understood that she didn't need to know what tomorrow would bring. Tomorrow would come when it was ready. Tonight was for sleeping. Tonight was for dreaming. Tonight was for letting go. The little golden light became softer. The moon became quieter. The wind became gentler. And Lily slowly drifted deeper into sleep. Hours passed. The stars moved across the sky. The moon began to disappear behind the distant hills. The first light of morning slowly touched the horizon. But Lily remained asleep. Her breathing was slow and peaceful. Her dreams were warm and gentle. And beside her bed, the little lantern continued to glow. When morning finally arrived, Lily opened her eyes. The lantern was gone. Only a tiny golden mark remained on her bedside table. Lily touched it gently. She smiled. She knew the fox was still somewhere in the forest. She knew the lantern had never really been about finding something outside herself. It had been about remembering something inside her. Whenever life became noisy, she could become quiet. Whenever she felt afraid, she could breathe. Whenever she felt lost, she could look for the little light inside her heart. And whenever she became tired, she could rest. From that day forward, Lily never feared the darkness. Because she knew something that many people forget. Darkness is not the opposite of light. Sometimes darkness is simply the place where we finally notice the light. And so, every night, when the moon appeared above the trees, Lily would look toward the forest and smile. Somewhere among the quiet trees, she imagined a little silver fox carrying a golden lantern. And whenever she closed her eyes, she could almost hear him whisper, "Rest now. You have done enough for today. Tomorrow will come, but tonight, you can simply sleep." And beneath the peaceful moon, while the stars watched silently from above, Lily closed her eyes once more. She breathed in slowly. She breathed out gently. And she drifted into the softest, deepest sleep. The forest became still. The village became quiet. The river whispered. The stars continued to shine. And the little golden light remained somewhere in the distance, waiting patiently until another peaceful night arrived. Good night, little dreamer. Let your thoughts become quiet. Let your body become heavy. Let your worries float away like clouds across the moon. You don't have to solve tomorrow tonight. You don't have to carry yesterday into your dreams. For now, just breathe. Slowly, gently, peacefully. The night is calm. The stars are watching. The moon is shining. And you are allowed to rest. So close your eyes. Take one more slow breath. And let yourself drift deeper and deeper into the quiet dreams of the night.